Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Tinner's Trail. Tinner's Trail is a game designed by Martin Wallace, who we lovingly call Marty Wallace. Plays 3 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes, and this version is from JKL&M Games. I don't know what that means, but that's what it says in the box. And effectively what you're doing in this is, let's see, you are in early 19th century Cornwall, which I'm assuming is in England or Italy, I don't know, whatever. And it focuses on the copper and tin mining industries that made the county famous. It was during this century that Cornwall became one of the most important mining areas in the world. It produced the tin that used in many of the alloys and the copper that was used in the clad ships of the Royal Navy, so Britain. It was demand for the most efficient water pumps in the mines that led to the development of the steam engine, which in turn led to the first steam trains. When Cornish mining went into decline, Cornishmen moved around the world, taking their valuable skills with them, helping them shape the modern world of mining. So that's it. That's what you're doing. You are basically opening up mines, mining, getting ports, using steam to clear out some water, using adits, getting miners to help you, using trains to help deliver, all that kind of stuff, and then selling your mining goods, copper and tin, for the most amount of money to score points. That's it. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go on the table. Check it out.
Come on, play the game.
All right, so here's a game of Tinner's Trail, all set up for 3 players. And let's talk about setup really quickly. I did some of it before I got to this point, but I wanted to at least tell you what I did. So the first thing you're going to do is put the board out in the middle here. You're going to populate all the spaces that have cubes here with the appropriate cubes. Then you're going to roll the dice and fill in additional cubes based on the result. So if I would roll that, that's what goes there, but that's not what happened. And you're going to do that for all the spaces that do not have that hammer. So every other space that has like a city looking thing, you're going to load it up. Did all that. Then you're going to give each player 6 of their mines, a bunch of cubes, an extra disc with 1 disc being randomly decided in turn order, and 1 disc on 15 pounds. And then we're going to populate the development area here for round 1. We're going to put a steam, 2 miners, an adit, and 2 ports. All right. And then we're going to have copper and a tin cube over here to determine market value. Now, let's get started. The first thing that happens is we're going to roll to determine the price. In the very first round of the game, we're going to add 1 to both of these rolls. And the way that works is we're going to do white, which is tin. We're going to roll. We're going to add the total and then add 1. So we have 5, 7, 8. So the value is 6 pounds. Then we're going to do it for copper. We have 5, 6. The value is 4 pounds. All right, done. Next thing we're going to do is we would put all of these out there. I already did that. You get 1 in round 1, 1 of these in round 1, 2 of these in round 1, 2 of these in round 1, and in round 2, 3, and 4, we're going to change up the amounts, maybe add a train or 2 and more disc, right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to start the action phase. Now, this is the meat of the game. This is where we're going to try to be setting up mines, mining for tin and copper, getting rid of water to make it cheaper, getting some of these to help us produce better in our mines, and then maybe selling some pasties to get some extra cash, all that kind of thing. And then after all that, we'll sell everything, earn some money, buy some points, and then do it all over again. All right, so the actions, let's go through those really quickly. We're going to go through my little list over here. First thing we can do is we can build a mine. That's basically what we're going to need to do early, because that's the only way we're going to be able to mine is by owning a mine. So say, for example, I wanted to try to build this mine here. So the way that it works is I'm going to say I'm going to go there and I want to auction this land off to be able to build a mine. This is Red's turn. So what happens now is they have to start the bidding at $1 or 1 pound. So they'll say 1 pound. We'll keep going around until everybody's passed except one person, and then that person, say it's Red, they bought it for 7. They'll adjust 7, put up one of their mines, and then they have to spend 2 time. Everything is directly related to time on this. If you don't have time to pay for something, you can't do it. If you don't have the money to pay for something, you can't do it. And if there's already like a piece, each territory can only have 1 piece in it. So if I had all 6 of my mines out, I could no longer do that action. All right, so that's that. Next would be mining. So say I'm here. Next action I can do for one time, so I move my action space one time. I can mine. Now, mining is really easy. You have a base mining capacity of 2. Just for having this, you get to take 2 cubes out. Now, the way that works is you want to try to get 10 because they're going to sell for more. So I could take 2 10 out, but I'm going to have to pay £1 per blue cube for each white or orange cube I'm pulling out. So this will be $3 per cube, so that cost me $6 to mine those 2. If I mine it, take it, put it over my area, and you add a water to the area. It's less good stuff, more bad stuff. That's what happens when you mine. Next is I could sell a pasty. This is basically kind of like a wait and see what happens. So I could spend one time, get a buck. That's it. Kind of like a pass action without passing. Another action I can take is passing. I could go down here. If everybody else was up here, I could go down here, or whatever is available. If these are down here, I could go down there. And I pass, I'm done for the round. All right, that's passing. Now the next things don't cost money. Passing doesn't cost money either. But everything over here will cost time. So the actions are for one time, take one of these. I use it to get rid of 1 water cube. Each of these discs can clean out 1 water cube from any location that I want. So if red took this, they'd probably want to get rid of one over there. That's how it goes. Miners. Miners are going to increase capacity for mining. They cost 2 time, or 1 time as well. So you move your time. And then I would go over here. Now I have a capacity of 3. So I could take 3 cubes out if I had the money for it. An adit is going to eliminate some water from 2 adjacent mines. So if I did this, both of these would lose a water. I'll just put it here so I don't want to mess it up. And then each of those mines are also going to get another tin and another copper to make them more valuable. That's what that goes. And each of these, so there can never be another one of these here. Each of these barriers here can only have 1 of these crossing it. There's only 4 of these in the game, so chances of that happening slim. Next is a port. A port has a special rule. It can't go here because there's no water for the boat to get to, so it has to be built adjacent to the water. Then when you build, so say this player built it here, I don't know why, it gets rid of a water, and now this will also increase mining production by 1. So now if green had their factory there, they can pull 3 cubes out as an action instead of 2. All right, so that's that. Last, that's not available yet, but will become available in rounds 3 and rounds 4. The train. The train is awesome. It'll go to a location. It gets rid of 2 cubes. It costs 2 time, and this costs 3 time. I don't know if I said that. Boat's 2 time. Gets rid of 2 cubes in the area it's in, and then 1 cube, 1 water cube in every adjacent area, and it increases mining capacity by 1. All right, that's it. And then that's all the actions. So let's just go ahead and get started. So now we're on player actions, and red is first because they have the magical number 1 spot. All right, so red wants to open a mine, and I think preferably a mine with the least amount of water. They all have a lot of water. So yeah, I'm going to try to do this one because it has a lot of cubes in it. So we're going to open up there, and I'm going to start the bidding at 5. So red starting at 5, purple will go 6, green will go 7, red goes 8, purple goes 9, green will go 10, red's out, purple's out, so green's going to buy it for 10. So they're now at 5 pounds. But green gets this. So they get the mine, and they go up 2 times. Now, red's still farthest back, so they get to take another action. So red is going to try to do another auction, and they'll try to get this one. They like this one too. So they'll start it at 3. Purple goes 4, red goes 5. Green can still be in it. Green will pass because they only have 5 pounds. So red will say 5, purple says 6, red says 7, purple says 8, and red is out. So they're going to do 8. Again, this is more interesting. Oh, wrong one. No, purple did say 8. Yeah, just kidding. So purple says 8, I think. Whatever. Either way, purple won the auction. They're going to go here. They spend 2 time. Back to red. So red's going to try to do another auction. And they will go right here. So they'll go right here. And they're going to start, what do they have? They have 7. So they're going to start it at 8. No one else can outbid them because no one else has 8 pounds. So they'll go there, spend the 8. And now everybody is got a mine. Now we're going to keep going. So green is at the top. It's either left to right or top to bottom. That's who goes next. So green is next. And green wants to eliminate some of that water And I think what they're going to do is they're going to help out purple as well, I think. Nope, they're going to go this way. So they're going to remove a water here, cost them 3 time. And they're going to get a tin and a copper in each of these. It's going to make it less dangerous to mine, less expensive, and more plentiful. All right, done. Next up is purple. Purple is going to use a steam disc, which costs them 1. And they're just going to remove 1 blue. Done. Then red is here, and red is going to do a port right here. That gets rid of a water and increases mining capacity. Costs 2 time. Purple's up again, and I think purple is going to, they're going to do a port as well. They're going to go right there. That gets rid of a water. Costs 2 time. Red is up again. Red is going to hire a miner right here. 1 time. Back to green. They really need to get rid of another water. It's rough. All right, so they're going to sell a pasty, which gives them a pound. All right, and then it's purple. Purple is going to mine. Now they can mine 3 things out, so it costs 1 time. So they're going to spend 1 time. They can mine 3 things because they have a boat, and this gives them 2, so that's 3. And it costs them $2 per cube, so they have 7 pounds, and they're going to take out 3 tin because they're going for the most money. So that's 6 pounds. That'll give them a pound. And then when you mine, another water comes in, making it riskier in the future. Next up is red, and red, it's 3 pounds a cube. Ugh. All right, they're gonna do 1 pasty. Then green. Green is going to hire a miner for 1. Then it's purple. Purple is going to, yeah. Pasty. Okay. Then it's red. Red is going to mine. Nope, 1 more pasty. Green has 6 pounds. They're going to go ahead and mine, and they're going to take 2 cubes out, so that'll be 6 pounds. So that's 1 time 6 pounds. More water. All right, and then purple does not have any money. Another pasty. Okay, and then red is going to mine. It's going to cost 3 per cube, so they're going to take 3 white cubes 1 time. And that will give them another water, and that will be 9 pounds. Green's turn again. They are going to take a pasty. Purple's going to do an auction, and they're going to auction off this one. And they're going to do 2 pounds. No one can outbid them because they have the most money. So they're going to take the 2 pounds. They're going to put their mine down. And now, because you notice there's no cubes there, they're going to roll to see what happens there. So they're going to roll these dice, and whatever populates, populates. So we have 2 tin, 2 copper, and 4 water. So it's not cheap to mine, but at least they got the land for cheap. So there is that. All right. And that cost them 2 time. And that's that. Back to red. Red is going to do a pasty. Green's going to do a pasty. Purple, red is going to do another pasty. Green is going to pass. Purple's going to pass. And red's going to pass. All right, done. Now what happens is, now that the actions are done, every player is going to sell all of their cubes. So green will get 12 pounds. So 14. Red will get 18 pounds. 20. And purple will get 18 pounds. Done. And then we're going to do what's called external investments, which is how we're going to turn our money into points. Now, over here, we're going to focus on this column. It's going to cost this amount of money, these many points at the end of the game. Each of these can have 2 cubes in them. Once they have 2 cubes, they're off limits. And it goes in turn order. So green is first. They have 14 pounds. And they're going to go ahead and spend 10. And they will put this right there. Then it'll be purple. Purple has 19. They'll spend 15, which is probably not smart, but that's fine. They'll go here. Red is going to spend 5. And then it's back. Oh, that's purple, not red. Then it's back to green. Green only has 4. They're passing. Purple only has 4. Red has 15 still. So I think they're going to get some more points. So they're going to put a cube right there for 10. All right, done. Not great. We didn't get a lot of money that time. Such is life, I guess. Then what's going to happen is we're going to prospect new land. Now, the first 2 people to pass get to do the prospecting. What that means is green's going to pick a place that doesn't have anything, and they're going to prospect. So let's go here. You're going to roll the dice, and you're going to fill it up. Another expensive one. All right, so 2 of that. 2 of that. No copper at all. All right, and then it will be purple. Purple's going to go here. And they'll do 2 water, 1 tin, 2 copper. Done. All right. Then we're going to move on to round 2, and then we're going to do round 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to set up round 2 so you can see how it works, and then we'll be done. So to start round 2, you're going to determine the new price. If anything was here, it would get -1. Whatever this -1. If it starts here, it's this +1. So we'll start with white. We have a 5, so it's going to go down here. Then we're going to go to copper. We have a 5. It'll stay right there. Got some low prices. All right, then we're going to set this up for round 2. So now we're going to have more steam discs available, which is nice because that's going to let us get rid of cubes, water cubes. And for 1 action, you can take both of these discs and get rid of 2 water cubes, which is nice. 2 boats, 2 miners, and an adit. And then we're ready to take actions again. So we're going to keep doing that until everybody's done and passes and all that stuff. We'll do points again. We'll do it round 3. Do all that again. Round 4, all that again. At the end of round 4, the game's over. We're going to add up everybody's points. Whoever has the most points is the winner. If there's a tie, it's whoever has the most money. If there's still a tie, we're going to look out here and see which mine controls the most copper and tin. And then if whoever has all that is the winner. And that's how you play Tinner's Trail. Let's go up to the top. See what you think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, well, that was Tinner's Trail. So let's talk about the components. Now, this is a Martin Wallace game. Most Martin Wallace games, you've seen them. They are tan, well, the old ones that I like. Tan and brown, look drab on the board, on the table. This one looks fantastic. The board is bright and colorful. It's blues and orange. It's got a nice map, and that water. It's got these bright colored dice, blue, orange, and white that are custom. They have 1, 2s, and 3s and 4s values and a blank side. It's got these cool, all the player bits are wooden. Everything's wooden, actually. There's no cardboard except for the board itself, I think. Everything else is wood. So we got these cool wooden mines and all the player colors. Whole bag of great cubes that look awesome on the board in the same blue, orange, and white color. This pawn, which, but at least it's wood. It's cool. Got all these meeples here too. You got boats and trains and miners. So good. So much wood deliciousness in this game. I love it. I love the look of it. Components are fantastic. Rule book is kind of weird. It's like a weird paper, but either way, tells you what's going on. It's a simple rule book. Has picture examples. Has this on the back, which shows you the phases. Easy to forget rules. What everything costs and action points. I love that. So components are great, and for a Martin Wallace game, like 100% fantastic, like Days of Wonder quality for a Martin Wallace game. Now let's talk about the gameplay. So this is, in my opinion, this is one of the easier Martin Wallace games that I've ever played. You have time. You're managing your time, and you're doing one of these actions. That's it. All you're trying to do is get white and orange cubes to sell them to make the most money. So you're trying to mine them as cheaply as you can to sell them for as much money as you can to turn that money into points. That's the whole game. So there may be times when, the auctioning is really cool. You're trying to go places, maybe auction when people don't have a lot of money. Try to go places that are next to people. So if they build one of those adits, they might help you out. If they build a train, it'll help you out. You're trying to kind of work with people indirectly because you want them to take actions that help you, but you're trying not to take actions that help them, that kind of thing. Great game. I love the way the time works. The time management is fantastic. Everything costs a certain amount of time. The better actions cost more time. which makes sense. And it's over 4 rounds. It's lightning fast. I mean, even if you're playing this, I've only played it at 3. You're playing this at 4 players, it's still going to go lightning fast. There's not a lot you can do. You have 10 time. That's going to lead you to, at most, 10 actions if you do all 1 level actions, which you're probably not going to do because you want to get, some boats and some adits and open some mines. So that's 2 and 3. But either way, lightning fast and just looks good on the table. No randomness really, except for the rolling of the dice of what's coming out of those blank spaces. But again, there's plenty of knowledge out there of already pre-populated spaces, and at the end of each round, or end of each round, you're going to open 2 more locations, so that's going to be even less randomness when you're going out in the next round. I love it. It's great. It's probably not my favorite Martin Wallace game, but it's good. I was talking to somebody, they said it's like a party gamers, it's like a Euro party game. Not really, he was just kidding, but it feels satisfying, like you're playing a Euro game, but you're having a good time, and there's some cool dice rolling, and the way stuff works, it's just fun. It's a fun game, and that's not something that I normally say for Martin Wallace. Usually he stresses me out. I still like his games, but they're stressful. This one's not. It's just fun. And yeah, I enjoy this. So I'm going to give this a BGM Accept the Seal. This is going to get an 8.5 out of 10 on BGG, which is 4.25 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Tinner's Trail from Martin Wallace and JKL&M Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.